Welcome, wonderful Cancer. This is your January 2023 Astro/Tarot reading. We are starting off with the general and the finances part of the reading, for which I already pre-shuffled the overall energy for you. We are going to clarify these cards with some tarot cards as well. And after that, I'm going to answer a specific question of yours relating to finances or generally with this beautiful deck here. After that, we're going to tune into the love part of the reading that I'm also going to clarify with some tarot cards. And I'm going to answer a specific question of yours relating to love with this beautiful deck here to end the reading. Now, before we get started, let's take a minute to get grounded. So please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now imagine yourself in a big bubble of white light. Allow yourself to feel it transmuting all the negative energy into positive. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Imagine having big roots like a tree. Let your roots grow as deep as they can into earth. Allow yourself to feel as one with Mother Earth. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now feel the connection with your higher self, your angels and archangels. Allow them to help you every step of the way and set the intention now to have a beautiful month. Thank you, wonderful Cancer, and Happy New Year. I hope you are going to have a wonderful new year. Do remember that Venus, planet of love, your first card is hand in hand with Pluto on the very beginning of the new year. So if there are any interesting powers and passions in your one-to-one relationship, I would not be surprised. And if you are spending a new year somewhere with the person you love, like one-on-one, I would also not be surprised. And it might be really, really passionate, like, beyond your expectation. Okay, Venus, the planet of love, is gonna be in your 8th house. We're gonna go back now to the financial part of the reading, and we will discuss love later. Just wanted to put that out there. But Venus, the planet of love, will be in your 8th house, dear Cancer, throughout the month of January. So 8th house is the house of intimacy that I've shortly mentioned, but it is the house of other people's monies, resources, also the resources that you shared with your partner as well. So this is going to come into focus for you in the month of January. There might have been some restrictions on that part of your life, since we do have Saturn that has been transited there for about 2 years. So possibly over the last 2 years, you had to kind of learn to depend on yourself, or perhaps you were in a role where you had to kind of support other people with your resources. Therefore, you had to be more careful and mindful about the money, because perhaps you lost some of the people who were actually funding you, and you got some that you need to fund. Okay, maybe that's something that Saturn can do while it's transiting your 8th house. But now we have Venus here that is gonna help you if you do have any like legal issues or tax or something to do with that. Venus over there can help you, or if you want, you can hire a lady, a woman, even a young woman who can do your maybe books and accounting. If you plan to open up a new business, I would ask for assistance from a lady, okay, from somebody possibly that you know for quite some time and that you have some kind of connection with. It might be a younger person than you, a female as well. We're also going to have Sun joining Venus in your 8th house. So January is a great time if you need any other people's money, resources. I know Saturn has been restricting you over there, but now you have a little bit of relief. You have Venus there, you have Sun there as well, and Mercury will join them in February. So this is great news for all of you who need some kind of support, either that be financially, emotionally, even just like therapy, going to a conversation, you know, do something for yourself. 8th house is also about releasing some old traumas as well, for the general part of the reading, you know, releasing yourself. Maybe, you know, with Saturn, you start to see a therapist or somebody who can help you and navigate your soul's journey and the things that you've been through. And I think you're going to be rewarded for that in the month of January. Also, we have the card of the moon here, and we have the full moon that's happening in your sign, dear Cancer. So this is definitely your month to shine. So the full moon is happening in your sign on the 6th of January. It's happening also with the support of Uranus from the 11th house. Okay, so this is beneficial for your friends, again, supporting you, and something that you want to possibly clear out of your life. You know, full moon is about completion. It's about things coming full circle, but it's kind of in your hands. You know, since full moon is in your sign, it's kind of in your hands to kind of close the deal on something, you know, to finish, to wrap something up, okay? So it's up to you, but you will have support of your friends if you decide to do it. We also have here Earth Star activation, anchoring, grounding, action, and Isis energy. For some reason, this card reminds me softly of a devil card when I look through it through the camera. It's not really. Isis energy is beautiful. Asset energy is beautiful for you to work with, and also Merkaba activation. Those are like spiritual stuff. If you haven't delve into it much, maybe it's something that you can explore in the month of January. But working with Isis or Asset energy is greatly beneficial, especially since you do have this 8th house transit. So if you really want to release some kind of trauma, like I mentioned, some kind of emotional, maybe some trapped emotions, Asset energy can really help you with that. You have some Asset meditations on YouTube for free, and they're very, very effective in my opinion. I have done a few. I forgot the name of the ones that was the best. It was the guy who does tarot cards, like reveal, you know, he buys decks and then he shows them on you know, card by card on YouTube videos. And he also has that meditation, which is really, really good. Ricardo, I think is his name. But, you know, try to find something that's going to resonate with you. Here we have also grounding action. So for me, this is also about you not forgetting that you live in a 3D world, that you live in a world where you have, you know, meadows and trees outside, or a forest or something that you can visit. You need to kind of spend more time in nature. I'm getting here, you know, I think it will help you, and grounding specifically. Okay, but let's move on to tarot now and see if we can get some bit more, you know, bit more detailed information for you. Okay, so I would also like to remind you that we do have annual readings for the 2023, so make sure you check those out, guys. If they're not uploaded yet, they will be soon. All right, so we're reading everything upright in the month of January. So we're starting off with the Four of Pentacles, and Four of Pentacles, of course, is signaling something that you don't want to possibly let go of. And it's time, you know. We have here the World card. We have here the World card that is signalizing to me that you need to kind of wrap things up in the month of January, okay? You need to wrap things up. The World here is a card of completion. It's really coming full circle with something. And it's possibly, you know, this, since this is the financial part of the reading, it might be a job. It might be like a hobby or a side hustle that you have been doing, okay? And it has been making you really happy, and also provided you now with the opportunity to take what you have learned and to plant this seed into your own plant. Let's put it that way. Okay, so if you are possibly working for somebody else as with your talents, and you know it has been good so far, you might have this difficulty releasing this situation, because it does make you happy. Perhaps people are depending on you, etc. But I feel this has come kind of full circle. I think you have given what you had to give and learned what you had to learn in order that you plant this new seed here, and start kind of something on your own. And that's why we have this Chariot card that's coming here, promising you like a fast movement forward. Okay, really fast movement forward with your own project. You might be reluctant to make the cut, to make this decision, because we did have a few other cards. There was like 9 that have been coming through. I did not you know, take them because I didn't see them fit here for the reading. Yeah, but this might be something that you know that is going to make you exhausted in the new year to come. You know, you might just not have time to do everything that you have done before, and it's not going with the plan for what you have planned for yourself. So you might be needing to stand your ground here in the month of January and kind of close off and invest in yourself and going forward yourself. Okay, here with the Chariot. Okay, so this is a very specific message, but it can you know, it can translate to anything else. So if you are not looking to change your job, you don't have to, but there is some kind of opportunity, you know, for you possibly to be self-employed. You know, there is an opportunity. And let's not forget that Jupiter, you know, the planet of expansion, luck, and gains, is moving into your 10th house now, and it's going to stay there through about May. So this is a great opportunity for you to really change your job if that's what you want to do. You know, this is an opportunity where you can actually, you know, raise your salary in some kind of way, either by changing jobs or shifting the position you are in, or actually opening up your own business. Jupiter will help you. Okay, this is a beneficial planet, and it's entered your 10th house of career, of social status in December, around 21st of December, I think, and it will stay there till May, and then he will move to Taurus slowly. Okay, so we did have it shortly before in your 10th house, but now it's here again. He possibly gave you this opportunity perhaps to evolve and expand, but it's maybe now time to kind of, you know, close the chapter and kind of run on your own since the month of January for some of you guys. Okay, so it looks like favorable month for you. I mean, as far as the finances go, you can't go wrong really with Jupiter in your 10th house. You know, pretty much any decision that you are passionate about or driven to make will bring you more abundance. You know, you can kind of tap into your higher self and higher knowledge. If you're not sure, meditate in which direction should you go. But direction is pretty much clear to me. It's your own. It's your own. You have developed it enough. You have given enough to others. And now it's actually time to invest in yourself and in your own business possibly. But let's answer the specific question of yours relating to work and finances. All right, guys, so try to think about one specific question. It can also be general. It doesn't have to really involve job. And if it's a love question, save that for later. We're going to do that after the love reading. All right, so perfect. We have the answer. The answer spirit is, see her spirit, watch and wait. Okay, 53. So the number 53, hovering gracefully, the seahorse observe with the perspective of one who is not engulfed by the drama, remaining at a distance from all the turbulence. Seahorse spirit appears at this time to remind you of the need to be neutral and gain perspective. Your message from Seahorse spirit is, not my circus, not my monkeys. Spirit wants you to know that even if you are tempted to try to fix things, the best way to serve yourself and others right now is to remain calm and simply watch and see. Another message here is that whatever your query, Seahorse spirit asks you to step back from it. Be willing to explore things from different angles rather than a single one, and just observe what is possible. From the perspective of the position of a neutral observer, you will discover opportunities and the deeper understanding of what you seek and why. And you will know beauty, truth, love, and wisdom. All right, so beautiful message for you, Cancer. Now let's move on to the love part of the reading. For the love part of the reading, we have tranquility. We also have direction. And we have Pisces. All right, so Pisces and tranquility kind of give off the same vibe to me. But let's see what's happening in Pisces for the month of January. In Pisces, that would be your ninth house. And over there, we just have Neptune at the moment. So you could meet somebody new while traveling, if you're traveling in the month of January, definitely. You can also meet somebody new if you're single, anywhere where you like to chill. You know, these are your tranquility places. Do you like the library? Do you like the beach? Do you like the meadow? Like, where do you go to relax and, you know, recharge your batteries? And this is a place where you can actually meet somebody new in the month of January. And this person might be kind of a soulmate, twin flame vibe here. I'm getting here with the Pisces. You're kind of one at the same. And here, although there's many of these cards, like who kind of look, they have here, it's from the last, like you almost you know, you almost never see those two wings and in this manner. So this is kind of mirror, and here we have direction with also two pair of steps. So for some of you in the month of January, you might be meeting your actual twin flame and actual possibly like soulmate, soul tribe, somebody that you feel understands you, you know, somebody who you don't have to translate your soul to, somebody who vibes the same way you do. So this is great news for all of you single Cancers. There is opportunity definitely to meet somebody who will understand you, okay? And for those of you who are with somebody, it looks like you might be changing the direction of your relationship to a more peaceful area, to a more peaceful, or maybe you might be, you know, moving to a more peaceful place where there are meadows and rivers and, you know, just a bit more nature or an ocean. And that will change your direction of relationship for the better. And for the more passionate turn, I feel for you Cancers who are with somebody, that January will be very, very interesting in the bedroom, because right now my eyes are looking at these books. Like, it's not 50 Shades of Grey, but it's kind of similar vibe to it. This is a bookshelf on the right here. So yeah, my eyes like wonder, like for the first time in a year that I'm doing this readings, for the first time I'm kind of staring at that book. So it looks like things might be interesting in the bedroom, and that's not surprise considering your astrological chart. We will have Venus and Sun joining the Saturn over there. So Saturn might have restricted your sexual expressions. It might have restricted the time, the intimate time that you have with your partner. Maybe they just had to like relocate for work, so you see them less, or maybe there's just like more obligations, more things to do, whatever it is, you know. Saturn tends to restrict that part of the area. So I'm sure it has been quite dry period for over the last 2 years for most of the Cancers, unless you have some prominent like placement in some other signs, and then you were lucky to escape this grasp of Saturn. But for those of us who were not that lucky, here we have a bit more Venus and a bit more Sun to actually kind of revitalize this part of the chart and make us feel connected. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily be, if you're single, that you end up with somebody. You could just be learning on your own and understanding new ways, and perhaps tantric sex, what it is, or maybe learning about positions and, you know, how to master something in that area, you know. But it feels like there's going to be a lot more like passion and interest about some of those things in the month of January. Definitely, it seems like the interesting stuff will be behind the closed doors. All right, but let's clarify a bit more with tarot. Okay, so yay, finally, Cancers, you're gonna get I mean, when you think about it, dear Cancers, it is mostly January when you feel like you're like, how do you say that? When you feel yourself the most. When this 8th house is triggered. I don't know about you, but you know, I definitely feel the transits through the 8th house. You know, if I'm not doing any like kind of like learning this, you know, astrology or tarot, then you can. So if you don't want to experience this as like a urge or edging or something along those lines, you can also focus, of course, to learn about 8th house stuff, which would be astrology, which would be tarot. It's important to mobilize this energy, okay, somewhere. We have the card of Empress, so you could mobilize it in that direction as well, if you know what I mean. I mean, the lady is pregnant here, although this card does not signify pregnancy. We have the Knight of Cups. This card also came out in Gemini reading as well. So if you are a Gemini and a Cancer, this might be like a double confirmation for you to just, you know, be mindful if you want to use protection, that, you know, it's available. But wow, what a set of cards here in the month of January. I will need one more card to clarify the Tower here, please. All right, so beautiful. Oh my. We had King of Pentacles, you know, throwing down. Okay. 8 of Wands and 2 of Wands. Okay, so for those of you who are single, there's definitely somebody coming your way. It might be an earth sign, it might be a fire sign here. Doesn't have to be, of course. They can just have it prominent in their chart, but they might be a water sign too. Look at all these cups here. So I believe this person is manifesting you with the Magician underneath the deck, or you are manifesting them in some sort of way. Okay, so it might be that you meet this person suddenly out of the blue, out of nowhere. And honestly, we did have a lot of readings for a month of January with sudden meets and possible hookups. You know, January looks like that kind of month. And we do have Venus square Uranus, you know, on the 15th of January. So I was just, you know, telling everybody to be mindful on that date, you know, because on the 15th of January, we will have this Venus square to Saturn, which is a sudden, like, boom, you know, you meet each other, especially if you're meeting somebody new, or it's somebody that you wanted to go on a date with, and you really go on a date, and this person is really, you know, you're the other side of the same coin, you know, this connection is really like out of this world, you know, there's emotional connection, understanding. And this might really shake your world, you know, this might really, really shake your world. And this relationship could go like really, really fast forward. And then you have to kind of wait. So it's similar vibe for like most of the readings. It might be that this person, you know, is just not living in the same area that you are. I believe this was the vibe for your month of December too. There's something, you know, with you ended up with somebody who is not currently living in your place. It might be that they're studying somewhere else. It might be that they're doing a job somewhere else. They'll be back, or in the long run, one of you will have to kind of, you know, give up your way of life in order to be with this other person. This person is very reliable. However, they might be a bit hard to reach, but once you get them, you know, they're yours. There might be, you know, having their walls up, but I feel you're gonna strike their walls down in a heartbeat. They'll be just like naked. Maybe in a literal sense, maybe not. I'm just really enjoying this reading right now. I can feel the energy. Like, wow, it's really beautiful. Okay. Wow. All right, so for those of you who are in a relationship, this is also beautiful, beautiful news. This is you really connecting intimately with your partner, perhaps after a long stale time, you know, after a long time of nothing happening over there. Again, here with the 2 of Wands, just waiting for that perfect moment. You know, maybe you're married with kids and they're there all the time, and you have to kind of, you know, wait, you know, but the perfect time is kind of here. And there's really lot of red, and you know, 8 Wands is really fast moving forward. So even if this is a new relationship, I believe it's gonna really trespass really fast into the hot and heavy, in a good way. But just be mindful, on the 22nd of January, we also have Venus conjunct Saturn. Okay, so whatever happens in the beginning of the month, maybe you meet this person on New Year's Eve, maybe you meet them somewhere mid-month, or when Venus is squaring Saturn, Venus is squaring Uranus. But you know, then there's this wait, because Venus will conjunct Saturn on the 22nd, and that's kind of, you know, a reality check. You know, maybe, you know, you can't be together at this time because they're not there, or, you know, it might be some other, you know, hindrances. I mean, it's always like that, isn't it? When you have this kind of twin flame vibe, it's never like the way it's supposed to be. It's like what movies are made about. There's always some obstacles those people have to like overcome in order to be together. So this is giving me these vibes. So if that happens, like, just don't be, you know, disappointed or annoyed. Think of yourself as like having a movie in your personal life. All right, Cancer, I really enjoyed making this reading for you. Now let's answer a specific question of yours with this beautiful deck here to wrap up this reading. All right. Yeah, but it's gonna be fun. You're gonna enjoy month of January. I can feel it, like, from the energy here. It's beautiful. All right, so let's see what else we have in store for you, dear Cancer. The answer to your specific love inquiry. Oh, guys, and I would like to invite you that you like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and also check our annual readings. That's way too many cards. Okay, we're going to pick one only, please. There we go. Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. All right. Let's read that straight from the book, shall we? Number 3. Number 3. Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. You can change what you are doing at any time. You do not have to feel stuck. Go back to what you know, and more importantly, to what you love. Ask your angels to guide you with this process. You can do anything you genuinely want to do. Take inventory, look at where you got off track, and find what you need to do to get back to you. You are meant to live a life of happiness. Bliss, love, relationship, and wealth are your fate. You can change your mind at any time and do something you have always longed to do. When you do something you love, you reconnect to your bliss. A girl celebrates as she finds a beautiful path before her. The doves flying next to her symbolize love, peace, and tranquility. The butterflies leading the way denote rejuvenation and transformation. A face in the distance is watching over this path as a reminder that you are never alone and your path is divinely guided. So beautiful messages, dear Cancer. Thank you very much for your time. I really did enjoy tuning into your energy for the month of January. I really hope you have fun, and I'll have fun too with you. I'm a Cancer too. I don't know if you knew. All right, so Happy New Year. Enjoy January, and have a lovely time. Like, share, subscribe. Enjoy.